Welcome, viewers and subscribers. You have just tuned in to the You Can Have a Coach show. I'm your host, Tish, and I thank you all for tuning in. Big shout outs to Stefan. It's unfortunate he cannot be with us this evening due to technical difficulties, but he will soon be with us very, very soon. However, ladies and gentlemen, my topic of this evening is my reviews of the Rihanna's album Talk That Talk. And I'm going to jump right into the details of how I feel about this album. Oh man, where do I begin? This album by Rihanna is very, very amazing. And it's just like, you feel like when you think that you're actually getting tired of Rihanna, but she just comes out with something new and something different. It's just like the girl just keeps coming back over and over and over, and she just excites me. It gives me more and more and more to look forward to, and this album is basically, what I was looking for. I'm not disappointed at all. People, if you do not have her album, check it out. I guarantee you that you will not be disappointed. Now, this album is details of Rihanna's sex life. Of course, we already know that Rihanna's a freak, behind closed doors and everything. But this album, she describes detail from detail of how she likes it in the bed and just everything. And it's just like, wow, her different thoughts on men and just how she wants to be pleased. And it's a whole different, world of Rihanna when you hear this album compared to her last album, Loud. Loud was a great album too, but this is something totally different. It's just like out there, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't expect some of the stuff that she's coming out of her mouth with and saying, so it's just like that wild, wild side of her, and I'm digging the album. She has another track on there. As I mentioned, she has 15 tracks on the deluxe album. One of the favorite songs of mine is Talk That Talk that she has featuring Jay-Z. And I mean, she gets down in that song. I'm digging that song along with the song Cockiness. Cockiness is really a song, ladies and gentlemen, that you all want to check out. You really hear the details of Rihanna, her sex life, and how she want, to be eating out and different things like that. I mean, she's taking it there. I mean, I've never heard her, sing like this and just go into details like this. You know what I'm saying? It's no more that I can really say. I was just actually stunned. But I'm not going to belabor the fact of that. But like I said, it's a great album. I'm loving the lyrics. I'm loving the melodies. I'm loving everything, the side and everything that I'm getting, from her and everything. Also, I wanted to mention something, the fact that Rihanna's video, We Found Love, they're trying to ban that video. And which I think is a shame because they actually banned her S&M video. I feel that, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a vision of things as your art, your beauty, when you put hard work into things and people try to destroy that vision, it really just pisses you off due to their damn insecurities or their issues because of the fact it's something that they don't like. They claim they don't want their children to watch. And the We Found Love video, I don't think that was a bad video at all. I really didn't expect that video. So the next single that Rihanna has out now, actually is playing on the radio, You the One. I'm looking forward to seeing that damn video because technically, We Found Love, when I first heard that song, it took a minute to really like grow on me. I was like, what the heck is she talking about? Then, what I'm saying, when I seen the video, I was like, oh my, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, she really had me going. So it was like, okay, I get the lyrics and everything, the excitement and everything of the song. So, I think that, people should really oppose against them trying to ban Rihanna's We Found Love video due to they claim the different violence and different things, the drugs and stuff that's going on. But it ain't no damn different from the movies and video games that children are playing. So I mean, my message to parents are, you know what I'm saying, if you don't want your child listening to that type of music, don't put it on for them to listen to. But regardless of the fact, everybody was a child once, the parents, you were children once. I'm sure it was times when your parents told you not to do some shit, you went and did it anyway. And what happened? I'm saying you found it on your own. But like I said, that's the whole point that I'm trying to make, destroying visions of people. And like I said, if you have a vision of things, it needs to be clear and just put out there and let the world really see what is really going through a person's mind. Sometimes it might not be the brightest. Sometimes it could be the brightest. We'll never know until the image is actually viewed. And I'm sure a majority, of the votes and everything, as far as this video, was very, very pleasing. Because, like I said, she stunned the hell out of people with this video. But, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, as I do my shows and everything when I'm alone, I do kind of do things very short and brief. And I do apologize if I feel like that I'm rambling. But that's sometimes how I get my point across. But, however, I'm not going to belabor, going on with the details and everything. But I'm going to say it one last time. Viewers, subscribers, fans of all the most of Rihanna, if you all do not have that album, Talk That Talk, go out and purchase it. Like I said, she has 15 tracks on there, one feature artist of Jay-Z. I'm going to go down the list of certain songs. I'm not going to give the whole, cake of the album and everything. I want you all to go and, taste it and have it. However the hell I said it, but it was backwards, but it don't matter. Anyway, you the one. Where have you been? We found love. Talk that talk, cockiness, birthday cake, and I'm gonna let you all find out the rest. Until then, you have tuned in so you can have a Coke show. I thank you all for tuning in. I ask that you rate, comment, please subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Till then, I'm your girl Tish. Happy Thanksgiving if I don't see you then. All right.